In red and white, the candy cane edging is brilliant and gala. The two colors are crocheted separately, yet are entwined together in an almost rope-like edging to create spectacular visual interest and make simple projects oh so festive. It's durable, stretchable, and amazingly easy to make. Plus, it's a great trim for both knitting and crochet. Since my Christmas in July never starts until August, I'm kicking off my holiday projects by sharing this pattern with you. You can download the companion pattern for free by following the link in the description below. It includes 3 variations, so you can easily adapt the edging to different projects. But don't be surprised if there's a little bonus pattern included too. I have crocheted a basic square in cotton for this demo. Work 1 row of single crochet around the outer edge before beginning the edging. I'm going to start a few stitches from the corner so that you can see how I turn the corner, because it's really this is a super simple edging. Okay, so I'm going to insert my hook into a stitch, and I'm going to pull up a loop, and then I'm going to chain 1 with a double strand. That's going to count as the first single crochet. Then I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to skip 1 stitch and go into the next stitch and work a single crochet. I'm going to pull the loop up a little bit because I'm going to take it off my hook and I don't want it to come out. And then I'm going to take my second color, which happens to be red because this is a candy cane, and I'm going to fold the white loop forward, that chain loop forward, and I'm going to insert my hook from the front to the back and do the same thing with this strand. I'm going to pull up a loop to attach the yarn, and then I'm going to chain 1 with a double strand and drop the tail off, and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. The first double-stranded chain counts as the first single crochet, and then I have a chain 3. Now I'm going to fold my white back so that I can get in front of it, and I'm going to, there's that white stitch, I'm going to go into the next stitch after the white. So technically I'm skipping the stitch in which the white is in, and I'm going into the very next stitch and work a single crochet. Pull that loop up a little bit so it doesn't pull out. Pick up my white loop and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Push the red to the back, bring the white forward, and go into the very next stitch after the red stitch and work a single crochet. Then I come back to the back, pick up my red loop, and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Push the white back and go into the next stitch and work a single crochet. Come back here, pick up my white, 1, 2, 3, and I come forward and work a single crochet into the next stitch. Now, isn't that a cute little edge right here? Isn't that pretty? You can, if you want, chain 3 at this point in the white, and you can reverse the process and come back to the red. And obviously I don't have a chain 3 on that yet, so I'm going to chain 3. I can fold that all the way back and do this in the next stitch and then chain 3. I prefer to do it where I end off after the single crochet, but it does the same effect, okay? I prefer to do it where I work the single crochet and then drop it off. And I have a reason for that. And that is because if this loop gets pulled when I'm jockeying my yarns around, I know I ended with a single crochet, but if I pull out one of the two of the chains, I may not realize it, and then I will have an error. I'm just getting to the corner, and I wanted to show you how to do it. So I just picked up my red. I'm chaining my 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm moving my white to the back, and I'm going into the very next stitch. Now that isn't the corner yet. This is the corner stitch. So I'm going to drop that off, pick up my white, chain my 3, 1, 2, 3, push this toward the back, and go into the corner. Now this is the corner stitch. I'm working my single crochet. I'm picking up my other color, chaining 3, 1, 2, 3, pushing the white to the back, but instead of going into the next stitch, I'm going into the exact same stitch and doing my single crochet. Then I'm coming back and picking up my white, 1, 2, 3, push the red to the back, and now I'm going into the next stitch and working my single crochet. It's just enough to turn a corner. Now, if you were working a circular, you wouldn't have any corners, so you just keep going. 1. When you get close to the end, what I'd like to do is I'd like to count off to make sure it comes out even. So this is a red, white, red, white, red. It's going to be perfect. But I just wanted to double check that. You can check it about 2 inches away if you'd like. If you're going to end with 2 of the same color stitched next to each other, you'll need to get rid of 1 stitch to stay in pattern. The easiest way to do this is to work a single crochet 2 together instead of a single crochet on one of the colors. I'm right at the end and it works out perfectly. So I'm going to drop off my white, pick up my red, and I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to fold back the white just as usual and put the last stitch in. Okay, but before I do that, I'm going to drop this off, pick up my white. I like to stay in the same rhythm. Do 1, 2, 3, and bring it across, and this would be the first place where I would put the stitch. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to insert my hook, pull up a loop, and slip stitch it together. So that works out very nicely. So I'm going to cut my white and I'm going to pull that end through. Okay, then I'm going to return to my red and I'm going to chain my 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to slip stitch into this, but I have to do it kind of sneakily because otherwise it wouldn't be the right connection. It wouldn't braid the edge. And so see how I have 2 of them coming over to each other? Now I just have to pull these through and my edge is done. I just have to weave in my ends now. Isn't that great? So here is our finished dish rag. Except it dawned on me, I bet this would be a perfect placemat for Santa's cookies. And then my grandkids will never let me do the dishes. Good idea. Please take a moment to subscribe and ring the bell for notifications of upcoming videos. Happy crocheting!